Good evening, YouTube. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to keep on talking until somebody pops up and says they can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Here I am, here I am. La 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 la. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, la 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 la, la 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 la. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I know you can't see me because you see the road. Pardon me. I am driving home. I had to make up the time because my car was encased in ice and snow, as you may have seen, may or may not have seen. And I don't know if anybody is live with me yet, but I'm going to keep on talking. Here I go in snow, here I go. It is 8 degrees outside. Again, not sure if I am audible. I'm hoping I'm audible. I just see a comment right there, right now, but I can't read it, of course, because I'm driving, and I want to be safe out on the road. It is 8 degrees. Oh, I think either I saw yellow, so it's either Dustin or Juliet. Dustin or Juliet, if you can hear me, go back on again and leave me another chat. I can't read it now, bear with me. I cannot read it because I'm driving. But let me know if you hear me. Okay, I see another yellow dot. So is it safe in assuming that I am audible finally? What in the world? I don't know what happened early. Oh, good, Dustin. Yay, Dustin. Oh, my Lanta. Let me tell you, brother, what happened today. First, my car was encased in snow and ice because, hello, I did not leave my house for 5 days. I left my car parked since Christmas Eve, and today at 11 o'clock, I decided I'm going to go and start my car, right? So I took the camera out, gave you guys, or whomever was looking, a shot at what was going on. Well, I could read because I wasn't driving, so I'm reading, and everybody was saying no audio, and I'm thinking, what the Sam Hill is going on with my phone? I didn't hit the mute button. I have my Lariat's OSHA approved hearing things on my ears, which you can hear. It serves as a microphone as well. So I didn't. So it's as though these muckety mucks, the big shots, don't want us to have heat in the conference room. And I didn't want to go live and start jabber-jawing with people at work because they don't know I'm on YouTube. So, oh well. Thank you very much for popping on, Dustin. I don't know what you said, and I know I'm very grateful that you said I am you can hear me and I'm audible. So for that, I am grateful. Tomorrow is the last day of work for me. I can feel the pavement seems somewhat slickish. I'm going 45 miles an hour, which technically is impeding speed, technically. But there's nobody else out on the freeway but me. So I'm comfortable. Nobody's behind me. The traffic oncoming is oncoming on the other side of the freeway, which is fine. However, they say that the people that where I live, where I come from, New Auburn, I work with a couple there, and they came via County Highway SS, like slip and slide. And she said, yes, you could tell that it seemed slippery, and they were going slow down SS. So I figured, well, I came to work going the other way, of course, on the freeway, which is 53, northbound going to work. Right now I'm 53 southbound. And yeah, I feel the road, just feel. You know what it is when you drive. You can just feel the road. So I feel it right now. And I punched in at 1:23, talked to my boss beforehand. It's called an emergency op, meaning opportunity. Meaning I shouldn't get in trouble, right? I was out of my hands. I thought I had plenty of time to go outside, start the car, remove the snow by 11, have it warm up, ready to rock and roll, go into work. Well, 23 minutes late for work isn't so bad. It's not. It's not that I had to travel in a blizzard. I didn't. It was the fact that my car was frozen. My doors were frozen. Did it help that I got a car wash on Christmas Eve? Well, probably not. It probably didn't help that I did not go out at least yesterday when it was snowing and remove some of the snow from the car, so that as opposed to having 7 inches of snow on my vehicle, I could have only had 3. It seemed like we had more snow by our property than our neighbors had, because perhaps our forest that's around us, because we are in the middle of the forest. I will tell you what, okay, this is confession time, or maybe it's I'm being bitchy right now. Okay, yes, Jerry, you are being bitchy. Here goes. It's time that Jack and I have the discussion that I need to park in the garage. We have a 3-car garage. It's not heated, but it's a 3-car garage. 2 of the stalls are full of what? Repeat after me. 2 1963 Lincoln Continentals with suicide doors. 1 black, 1 white. Remember that for the next quiz that I do. Nope, they're not a 1963 convertible like JFK was killed in. No. They're hardtops with suicide doors. And some green vehicle. I don't know. I just know it's green. I don't pay attention to the stuff he buys. I don't. So if you saw my video from early this morning, you saw that we have 4 cars, 4 vehicles. The Denali I'm driving, Jack's truck that was parked next to me, next to the garage, the red monstrosity that used to be in a farm in North or South Dakota, and Jack bought it because of its classic I'm making up a word. If Sharon's listening right now, Sharon, I'm making this word up. This classic ability. I know that's not a word, but no, Jack claims it's a classic. It's mint. It doesn't have any rust. It was only driven in a farm, on a farm. Never hit the road, so therefore it doesn't have any rust. But it's old iron. And on the back of the, you guys will love this story. Love this. On the back of that truck, there was a grain box. I think that's the correct term for it. It was this big yellow box made of wood that would haul the grain from the farm as whatever implement. I should know these things, shouldn't I, living up in farm country? But I'm a city girl. So whatever implement got the crops out of the fields, it would blow it into the grain box. Well, as soon as Jack got this truck delivered to our house from the Dakotas, he jury-rigged some type of, I can't even tell you. I don't know how he did it. I'll be frank, I don't know. But what he did was pull off the grain box off of the back of that truck, the red truck, and pulled it off onto a spot in the middle of the woods. You guys can't see it, but it's this big yellow grain box, and it's on the other side of our plow. So those are the 4 vehicles that you saw today. What you didn't see is what you see every day when I come home, the mobile home, or the motor home. So you see that, so that's 5. And then we have 3 vehicles in the car, that's 8. We are 2 people and 2 dogs. And 8 vehicles. I live in the middle of a forest. You might as well call me Jerry Sanford, because it just seems like that. Seriously. This past year, we had a John Deere lawnmower that we used at our old house. That once we left our old house, and then we rented it out for a period of time during the great real estate crash of 2008. And somebody coming up behind me, but I'm still going slow in a safe manner. And our tenants use that John Deere lawnmower. Well, when we got up here, we got a brand new one. Brand new house, brand new lawnmower. If you know, you know. Why does my husband get all the new stuff? He gets a brand new lawnmower, and I still have my old Maytag washing machine. Not that I'm complaining, because my understanding of some of the washing machines that are out there nowadays is the control button, the computer pad on many of the new washing machines, that they take a dive before the washing machine does. So we were without a washing machine. When I had back surgery, I had to, well, the laundry accumulated because Jack could not go to the laundromat and do the laundry. So it accumulated until I was good and ready enough, healed enough, that I could do the laundry by myself. So that's what I did. Slowly but surely, the laundry baskets filled up, and I took the laundry baskets to the laundromat and did the laundry slowly. Now, the amount of laundry that accumulated, that's number one. I wasn't dirty myself. I mean, when I'm home alone, not alone, when I'm home, not at work, and not sweating or doing anything dirty, shall we say, other than walking, and I took showers, all those things, so therefore the laundry, the bed sheets didn't accumulate so much. And I have a lady that comes over, well, that did Ladybug her grooming. It was the service is called Groom and Zoom, because they would groom your cat or dog, mostly dogs. Our German Shepherd, Ladybug, she's the bigger one. Do the nails and everything. It's actually cheaper to have Groom and Zoom come to our house to do Ladybug than it is for us just to take Ladybug time, gas, time again, pay the fee to the vet to have we call clickers, but they're toenails. So Ladybug is way overdue on her clickers. Remember, I did not know that Jack got Squeaky, the German Shepherd Corgi mix, until that day I got home, and then I saw the door, beware of new dog. So, did it sound like I'm be-itching? Yeah, it is. Do we really need a second dog? No, we don't. Now, I am not against taking animals in and getting shelter dogs, so please don't misconstrue what I have to say. We've only gotten all of our dogs from shelters, and all the German Shepherds that we've had have been rescues. Some were more in need of rescue than others. Nevertheless, Squeaky she's something. She's very needy, and she cries all the time. And I assumed that she was seen. Now, I didn't go to the vet or to the Eau Claire Humane Society to pick her up like Jack did, so I don't know these things. I know that they have to be spayed and neutered before any cats or dogs leave any humane society. That I realize. However, I don't know if she's in pain or she just wants attention, but she makes that high, you guys have heard her, that high pitch. So we ask her, do you want to go potty? And then she cries, and then she gets excited. But then we don't know who her previous owner was. So we once had a dog that was from Chicago proper. Her name, got it? Her name was Fred. And Fred is the one that had the cancer that we had her shoulder and her leg removed. And we had to fly in a specialist to do this surgery because Fred had cancer. I'm not saying that Squeaky has cancer, because I believe a vet more than likely sees all the animals and gives them a good bill of health. Now, to get a dog from Eau Claire Humane Society, it costs $500. Now you know why I didn't get a brake job, you guys. For those of you that are watching, now you know. We got a dog instead of Jerry getting a brake job. But that's okay. That's why I worked overtime. That's why I worked the overtime. Tomorrow is only an 8-hour day. As a matter of fact, today was the last day of third shift. That's our last day of our normal third shift workers. So if I wanted to, and I didn't want to, just made a turn, I felt my butt end do a little iciness. If I wanted to, I could have worked the extra 4 hours, but I thought, no, it's cold. I want to get home safely. it is what it is. Ooh, one of the guys that I work with, young kids, he could be my grandkid, he's that young. I asked him if he could please fire up the truck, this vehicle, for me, as he left at 9 o'clock and I was staying until 9:23, because I arrived at 1:23. So he was very kind to do that. So I said I would give him a little surprise tomorrow. So I'm going to make him probably a nice little lunch for him to eat. He's a kid, single kid. All these kids are starving. And he eats from the vending machine. He doesn't pack his own lunch. So even if, say, I would pack him whatever, he would eat it happily, because number one, he doesn't have to buy the food from the machine. And I am grateful that he fired up my car for me. Praise God. Thank you, Isaiah. Yep, that's his name, Isaiah, like the Bible. Okay, so I was told by the couple that live in New Auburn, the area that I just left about 3 minutes ago, that area, I live in the outskirts of New Auburn. It's called Sampson Township. But because Sampson doesn't have a post office, they still consider this to be New Auburn. So she told me, you see that curve coming up right now on the right, the sign? Yes. She told me, be careful, the deer are out tonight. So she said, watch out for the two turns. This is the first one. This is milder, yet the second one, that's where the deer like to hang out. That's where I usually stop, and then I show you guys. I am so glad that I have audio. I can't explain what happened today, folks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just watching for the deer. I can feel the road here. Again, country roads are way different than the freeway I just got off of. And the lady and her husband, they took the country roads going into work. So yes, today is the third shift's last day of third shift. They're off tomorrow because today is Monday for me, but it's Tuesday for third shift. So I said goodbye to them, and I said goodbye, see you next year. Snicker, snicker, because Monday, when we all come back to work, will be next year, 2026. That's a long-standing joke. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm just being careful. We'll be soon coming up to that second turn that I usually call the hairpin turn. The turn in which the deer like to lollygag, and if they feel like crossing in the middle of the road and sometimes stopping, that's what they do. Okay, 45 miles per hour, and Jerry is going 25 miles per hour. Again, nobody behind me, nobody in front of me, not impeding anybody else's travel. Don't know how many people are still on, and I don't know. Oh, what is that? That's ice. That's just glare ice. I see. I thought it was a critter. If I see that my lights are hitting the road, and I can see that, and I get a little bit of the glare come back at me, then I know the roads are slickery. Okay, so that was all right. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was so so tired yesterday. I got up, got into bed. I think I Barbara know that I'm up, I'm in bed, I'm watching you. Shoot, it had 6:42 this morning. I was still on Barbara's screen as one person still watching. So I giggled to myself. I did pretty good today at work. Insofar as my stomach is concerned, hopefully all of this stuff that's still in my colon and in my system goes away. Now, it's my understanding that the bits and pieces, without being graphic and turning people off, I don't know how many people are watching right now, but bits and pieces that I may see in the toilet that look similar to like coffee grounds or a sandy type of mixture, but they seem as though it's almost like, I don't know, shoot, skin. Let's call it skin. So that's still coming out, but I'm thinking, what's going on with me? I don't bite my nails, so it can't be fingernails. And usually when I'll bite the sides of my cuticles, like we all know we should not be doing. I understand. I bite those and I spit them. I don't ingest them. So it can't be cuticle. And obviously, you guys know I haven't eaten anything. What day is it? The 29th? So does that, I've been 28 days now. Almost 30 days. I feel fabulous. Got on the scale. The scale is still moving down, of course, because I'm getting rid of liquid residue. Liquid, skinny, brown, kind of gravelly, coffee-ish grounds. Ugh, disgusting. But that's what it's like. Now, I have, as I started the video, before many of you were on, I am over 500 hours of fasting. According to hours, if you're following hours. So it's 500 hours of fasting. And 28 days, because today's the 29th. So Monday, when I go back to work, that'll be the 5th. I will work until 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days. Monday through Friday, 8 hours. Saturday, nothing. That'll be the 39th day. Or will that be the 40th day? I'm so bad with math. Oh, my Lanta. And then January 11th, my mom's birthday, is when I break my fast. I already have bone broth that I keep in the freezer. That's ready to go. Did I tell you guys that last week I made myself a cup of hot water with Redmond's real salt in it? It was tasty. It didn't taste like anything but salty hot water. But to me, it was almost like having bone broth because of the saltiness. My bone broth, I love it. Super salty. I did make it, however, this last time I went to Costco and I got the two. Ooh, look at that person going down a road that few travel. Wow. Oh, please get out of the road. Please, please. There we go. Huh, maybe they're lost or maybe they're drunk. I don't know. So the two carcasses from the two chickens that I got from Costco for the dogs, I turned that into bone broth, which I boiled down. What started out with a quart, maybe a little over a quart, until I got it to 2 cups, and then concentrated that and boiled that down further and further until it was, and I know it was super gelatinous because a quart of water, or a little over a quart of water, cooked with all the bones and the tendons, and of course there was some meat in there, but it was very gelatinous. I knew that for a fact. I added cream, then I boiled it down a little more until the back of a spoon could hold the cream and bone broth mixture, that when I pulled my finger across, well, you guys know how to make gravy from back in the day when we made gravy, but I had just a wee little bit left of the brown Carnivore Crisp beef flour. So I put that into chicken bone broth and turned it into a very gelatinous dog food gravy for the dogs. Didn't add salt. I normally don't add salt, and the dogs like bone broth. I do not feed the dogs hot bone broth. It must be tepid, similar to how we would feed babies and bottles of milk. Very similar to that. I will stop before I get close to my house, because my house, when I get to the pad of the house, that's when I drop phone service, cell service. So I will stop short of where I drop cell service and read some of your messages very quickly. Of course, I'll eliminate the highs and the hellos. I like the highs and the hellos, and I love it when you guys are all friendly and communicate with each other. I love it. You guys can't communicate with me, so obviously I want you to communicate with each other. Say hello. It seemed as though yesterday, golly, we were this whole weekend, as a matter of fact, between Rick's Saturday and then my Saturday, and then of course Sunday, the whole night of Sunday, I didn't go to Carnivore Sunday School. That I didn't go, but I heard about it, and I couldn't attend Thomas's live that he did. I went to Juliet's and Doug's yesterday, and then of course Amy. And wasn't it wonderful? Everybody was blessing Amy on her, pardon me, on her finally becoming the first level of monetization. So yippee skippy, I was so happy for her. She couldn't even contain herself. She felt like she was crying, and I'm crying at my house. So people were throwing money at her left and right. And of course, me, the comedian, I have to throw my comments and like, oops, start taking your clothes off. Dollar bill, y'all. Da 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 da. Here's another $1. Here's another $5. Here's another. And then I thought, well, let me contribute. I am one of her moderators. I thought, let me contribute to her insofar as getting 5 memberships. But I don't remember who those are, other than, I think 3 people, I think. So if you guys are on, you'll have to let me know. It was Deb. She's one of the regulars on Barbara's channel. Luis Lolito. He was the second. And, oh, shoot, I can't think with the steering wheel in my hand, you guys. You guys know that. But I gave 5 to 5 also during Dustin's live as well. Let me pick up the camera now with my hands and read some of the comments. There we go. Let's read. Hey, hi, 3 people still on and 2 thumbs. Thank you so much. Bill's here. Hey, Bill. Hey, Mason, Alicia. Thank you so much for coming on. Try something new and nice. You don't have to wave a flag or go ahead and wave one. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. I have to start from the top. There we go. Let me start from the top. There's Dustin. Got your package from the post office today. Jerry will unbox on live tomorrow. Excellent. Yes, it's Dustin. Good. We hear me just fine because you live in northern Wisconsin. And Mason says, hello, Dustin. Jerry and her snow drive. You got it. Carnivore Farm Mom. Cass, hello. Park in the garage. Girl, if I could fit this thing in the garage, I should be. You know what classic cars do. They sit in garages until the owners are dead. Then someone puts them in their garage. Repeat. Ask me how I know. LOL. Wow. Buy something new and nice. You don't have to wave a flag or go ahead and wave one. Okay, I hear you. 500 hours plus. Crazy good. Right. Okay, so I can safely drive with one hand right now and bid you all adieu right now as I go through. Here we go. I'll stick you up a little closer so you can see all the snow. Snow, snow, snow. It won't be long before we're never with snow. Come on, Bing Crosby. I am not going to stop at the mailbox. I'm not. I will leave that up to Jack. He can do that. Okay, here's the turn. Here's the turn. La 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 la. Look at this. Isn't this so beautiful? Unless a tree falls, then I would be saying words. I'd be saying a whole lot of words. Yes, I would. Ooh, I am looking at the screen that you guys see. Now I understand why many of you will say to me that they can't watch this. I get it. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Fear of the unknown. Oh, look it. My husband did the plowing. All right, let's take bets. Do I have my staircase and my deck shoveled for me? What do you think? I know what Mason said. Oh, I heard that on the roof of my vehicle. Okay, here we go. Up the hill. There's the mobile home. There she is, right in front of the garage. Next to the garage, that's Jack's vehicle. Over there, as we're coming here, you see a snowplow truck. That's a snowplow truck. That's Jack's vehicle. And there is whatever trailer that he just got not that long ago. Behind, hard to see in the dark, behind the snowplow truck is that yellow monstrosity I told you about. Okay. Hey, hi Tanya. I'm driving with one hand. Oh, look it. This is not surprising, is it, ladies and gentlemen? Look at my staircase. Oh, I'm going to hang up because I'm afraid I'm going to drop you guys. Thank you so much for coming home with me. I appreciate so much the fact that you guys are all here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. See you tomorrow for another Let's Hope Jerry can talk at 12 noon video. I love you. Take care, everybody. Angels on your pillows. Have a good night's sleep. Toodaloo.